Hey guys, it's me, Amber here. Welcome to Amber's Kitchen, and in today's video, I'm going to be sharing how to make sopes. Hope you all enjoy. Let's get started. 2 pounds of beef boneless meat for tacos, 4 cups of Maseca, half a cup of flour, half a tablespoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, 3.5 cups of lukewarm water, half a tablespoon of adobo seasoning, 1 teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of onion powder, half a teaspoon of cumin, half of an orange bell pepper, the juice of 2 lemons or limes, half of an onion, oil for frying, and last but not least, your favorite toppings. First off, I'm going to want to dice my half of an onion. Then I'm going to want to slice my yellow lemons in half, or limes. I didn't have any limes on hand, so I'm just going to use my lemons. And then I'm going to want to take my tomatoes and dice those. These are for my topping. And then I'm going to use half of my bell pepper. I'm going to want to remove the seeds and just dice this whole bell pepper. Now that I have all my veggies chopped, I'm going to set this to the side. And then to a frying pan, I'm going to add about a tablespoon of oil. And we're going to let that heat up. And once that heats up, I'm going to add my onions and my yellow, or actually my orange bell pepper. Once my oil is shimmering like this and it's hot, it's time to add my bell peppers and onions. And I'm just going to cook these for about 1 minute. After 1 minute, this is where I add my meat. And then I'm just going to add all my spices. I have my sazon, my adobo, salt, and the remaining of my spices. And I'm just gonna mix that and let this saute for about 5 minutes. So after about 5 minutes, this is where I'm going to add the juice of my limes or lemons. And then I'm just going to add my 1/3 cup of water. And then I'm going to reduce this to medium to low and let this cook for 15 minutes. And now while the meat is cooking, I'm going to prepare the masa. I'm just going to take my 4 cups of masa and the flour, the baking powder, and salt. And just mix that with your hand. Once I have all this combined, now I'm just going to add my water. Add a little bit at a time and just mix. And remember to make sure that the water is a little bit warm, not too hot or too cold, but just warm enough. Want to make sure that your dough is pliable like this, that way you're able to mold it into your round shapes. So our meat should be ready. Now after the 15 minutes that it's been cooking, there's going to be a lot of liquid, and you're just going to want to strain that liquid out. Once you strain your meat, you just want to add another maybe half a tablespoon of oil back to your pan, or tablespoon. And then we're going to return the meat. And we're going to let this cook until it's a little bit darker and crispy. And then to make your sopes, you're going to want to take like a decent sized amount of masa roll it into a ball, and if you have a tortilla press, go ahead and use that. I just put a plastic Ziploc bag, or you can use like the back of a pan or something, or use your hands like that to make it. And then I just go ahead and give that a slight press, and then turn it around to even it out, and give that another little press. And then you go ahead and just, you know, form the edges like that. You can make these as big or as small as you like. And there you have it. If you don't have a tortilla press to do it by hand, I just go like this, and you just pat it back and forth, almost like playing patty cake. And then, see? And then you go ahead and form the edges as well. Once your meat has gotten brown, you're just gonna wanna go ahead and taste it for any seasonings. And for me, this is very perfect, so, but if you need to add more salt, go ahead and add your salt right now. And now I'm just gonna set this aside. Then you're gonna wanna heat up a pan, and you're gonna wanna add about maybe ½ an inch of oil. Like that is good. And you're gonna wanna wait till that heats up. Now it's time to fry the sopes. You're gonna wanna go ahead and lay them in one at a time. And for my pan size, I'm allowed to put like at least maybe like 4 in at a time. You don't want to overcrowd the pan. And then just fry these until they get very light golden. Once this one side cooked for about 2 minutes, you want to go ahead and flip them to let them cook on the other side for another 2 minutes. Then you want to remove and drain them and let them sit for a little bit and continue with the rest of your sopes. Once these are cool enough to handle, you're just gonna wanna redo the edges. It's still kind of hot, but you just wanna go ahead and pinch all around. Once you've done that to all of them, you're going to want to refry these again, because obviously the centers are not cooked all the way. So you're going to want to refry them until golden. And just refry them. So you want them golden like this. And then to serve my sopes, I just like to add at the bottom of my sopes a little bit of refried beans. Then I just add my meat. My shredded lettuce. I like to add my tomatoes. And then I like to add my sour cream. And then I like to add the avocado. And a little bit of cheese. This cheese I actually got from my mother-in-law when she was in Mexico, and she brought me a big piece of it, and I really love this cheese. And I also like to top it with salsa. This is my homemade salsa I made. And there you guys have it, my delicious recipe of sopes. I really hope you guys enjoyed this recipe as much as I did. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.